friendly time one more time. Great to be here. This is the last lecture of this series, as some of you might know. We started in August with Nehru, and we're closing tonight with Kristine. So this is the 13th lecture of this series on continuity. Let me start with a few lines by Kristine that I read somewhere. In colleges and degree programs in India, we always depend on European, Japanese, and Chinese history and models of ceramics, and do not look at our own curiosity. It is vital to our understanding of why craft is still in need of revival. With all government policies from the time of independence, by following the precedents set by the British, we have still not been successful in holding the craftspeople, in helping the craftspeople. I guess this is something that we'll get a chance to come back to tonight in this discussion of the way ceramic culture and the history of ceramic works in India can help us understand the continuity from craft to art, and from art to society and larger questions such as this one. Kristine has been a very seminal ceramic artist for a long time now, over 20 years. She's also a ceramic historian. She was formed in industrial ceramic design in NID, National Institute of Design in Ahmedabad. And she practiced with Alan Keiger-Smith at the Elder Marston Pottery in England, and at Delhi Blue Pottery with Gurcharan Singh in Auroville as well, and at the Golden Bridge Pottery in Pondicherry with Ray Maker and Deborah, where she could do practices of wood firing and stoneware glazes. She's also a multidisciplinary artist with trainings in vegetable dyeing from Bangalore and in the visual arts from Uganda and China. And some of her later works are in digital imagery. Her works have been displayed and exposed in a variety of collections around the globe, in England, in Korea, in the US, in Austria, and other countries.
Thank you. Thank you so much for those kind words. And thank you for asking me to speak here on my entire passion in life, which has been clay. And thanks to all those who have come here this evening. This talk will take you on a personal journey with me through the complexities of this marvelous material and the layered meanings that will unfold like the weathered rock from which clay is formed in both history as a sort of material culture, and also the universal elements in art such as beauty, concept and function, and my own work, through which I shall try to illustrate and link these layers of perception. Lots of friends in the audience today are also clay artists. This will sort of resonate with their artistic journeys as well and deepen their understanding. You take it as it comes. You take it as it comes and say yes to what you behold. Now, this advice was given to me by a man called Paulus Berenson, and of the School of Crafts, Penland. And it really resonated with me because I have been one of the many to consciously undertake a path with clay as the sort of material of my choice, as it makes us aware of both ourselves and of the ingredients of a process through which art is made. Clay urges you to a continuing practice with varying challenges of technique, firing, clay bodies, glazes, concepts, form and surface, which deepens and also renews our understanding of clay work each time. There is no chance of repeating, because for each time we come to life from another perspective, we learn not only to follow the nature of the clay, but to lead and guide it into our own way, finding an experience of ourselves that feels real with this magical material and its companion, fire. You must not forget the fire, because clay and fire are like twins. To find one's way with clay is to integrate one's inner search with one's outer artistic expression and practice. And also techniques by itself tend to lead to dead ends, but art comes alive through a living source, which is the artist. We befriend the clay, and the clay befriends us. Have we chosen clay, or has it sort of kidnapped us? One finds oneself drawn to it so passionately that years of life are given to it, so much sacrificed in its pursuit. Surely there is an underlying myth, a story larger than oneself. Working with clay is a conscious slowing down of time, and in its intense focus, it is really like a meditation that awakens the sense of touch and fluid participatory nature of sense perception. Science tells us that there are 90,000 sense receptors per square inch of human fingertip. Imagine 90,000 sense receptors working every time you touch clay, creating a consciousness which is transmitted from the fingertips of the maker to the of the user or else the viewer.